In good news for international travellers, Britain has decided to scrap its tough COVID-19 quarantine requirements for 47 countries, including India. People who are vaccinated with the WHO-approved Covishield in India will now be able to travel to the UK from October 11th onwards and will not need to quarantine for 10 days anymore. This specific point had been a bitter bone of contention between the two countries, with India also retaliating by imposing the same measures from UK travellers. Now, those fully vaccinated will now no longer be required to take a pre-departure test, nor the 8-day test after their arrival, but just a test on day 2 of arrival. Now, for those who are partially vaccinated or have gotten a vaccine not approved by the WHO, the earlier rules remain for them. This includes compulsory pre-departure test, COVID-19 test on day 2 and day 8 of arrival, and self-isolation for 10 days. British High Commissioner to India, Alex Ellis, tweeted out these new rules and thanked the Indian government for their cooperation on the same.
From Monday, the 11th of October, a traveller from India to the UK, double jabbed with Covishield or another vaccine recognised by the UK regulator, does not have to quarantine. So it'll be easier and cheaper to enter the UK. This is great news. We have been actually open for Indian travellers for months. We've been issuing thousands of visas to students, to business travellers, to tourists. And it's the product of excellent discussions with the Indian authorities. So let's now go further. Let's open up more flights between the two countries. Let's get British tourists able to come into India. They're desperate to do so. Let's facilitate business travellers who are trying to come into India with e-visas.
Now, Britain has scrapped COVID quarantine measures for 47 countries. Other countries include South Africa and Thailand. Only 7 countries remain in the red list, including Colombia, Ecuador, Panama and Venezuela. Transport Minister Grant Shapps said that the requirement for day 2 test will also be replaced from the expensive RT-PCR test to a lateral flow test, making it more convenient for the travellers. Listen in.
One of the great things now with people fully vaccinated from the UK is it's much easier to allow people to travel and also to accept 37 other countries whose vaccinations we will now be able to accept. We will still want to have that check-in of a lateral flow test, but of course if that turns out to be positive, people will be able to immediately take a PCR test.
Now, the British tourism industry has essentially lost 2 full summers due to travel restrictions imposed to contain the spread of the virus. Budget airlines like Ryanair and EasyJet have said that the changing restrictions have delayed recovery in the sector, leaving the British airline industry lagging behind its European peers. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.